There are four spirits that you and I deal with. And if you're not familiar with these spirits, you will find yourself being robbed of everything that God has for you. The four spirits that every person deals with, not just Christians. One is the spirit of a water spirit. Two, a grave spirit. Three, witchcraft. And four, the head spirit of all of these, is the spirit of a familiar spirit. A familiar spirit. Now, many people pray in tongues. They believe they cast out the devil. They believe this or whatever, but they haven't understood the hierarchy and the orchestration of the powers of wickedness, the powers and spiritual wickedness in high places, because they have failed to be taught or recognize how important it is for you to recognize that Satan's kingdom is very well orchestrated, very well orchestrated. And if you don't understand how to maneuver and how to break through or get breakthrough, you become a casualty. Many people are struggling with this familiar spirit. And the way to diagnose or to see if in fact you have been wrestling with the familiar spirit, I'm going to share this with you. When I say it, you're going to get it, you're going to understand, but you're going to need to work through it and understand how to maintain your deliverance. This is so very, very important. One of the symptoms of when you're dealing with a familiar spirit is that it comes in the way of disrespect or contempt. When a person becomes induced by a familiar spirit, they lose respect for leadership, they lose respect for headship, they lose respect for husband or wife or employer to employee. It happens throughout the whole gambit, coaches to players. It's all throughout our society. It's not unique to just the church, because these powers and principalities are what we all wrestle with, as Paul said in Ephesians 6 and 12. So when you are dealing with a spirit of contempt and you see it, meaning that they lose respect, they stop talking honorably, they lose respect for you, if you're leading a group of people or you're pastoring or you're working with a sports team or whatever, they begin to disrespect. That's a familiar spirit, because what happens is that the person who once was coachable, once was teachable, now has become complacent, and they don't believe that they have to listen to someone. They have all the answers. And here's what happens, and it's happening all over. It's not just unique to church or Christians. But when a person has once listened to someone and they think they now know what they know, then complacency comes in, and from complacency is contempt or disrespect. When a person becomes complacent or lackadaisical to following through with the instructions, the discipline or whatever, they then become contempt, or they become disrespectful to the coach or to someone who's leading them, because now they believe that they've learned all they need to learn, or they know all they need to know. It's happening all over. So parents, pastors, apostles, leaders of any capacity, when you find that the people that you once led or you have been leading, and then they become disrespectful, know that you're not wrestling against flesh and blood, but you're wrestling against powers, principalities, rulers of the darkness and spiritual wickedness in heavenly places. You're not wrestling against flesh and blood. So learn this and then dig deeper, because it has a root in the family or through the relationship that you have allowed to take place. What happens is a person then becomes comfortable or complacent in the relationship, where they don't try anymore. They just give you just whatever they can get away with. Yeah, I've lived through it. I've lived through it time and time again, but I had to learn this the hard way. So I'm hoping that you will be blessed by this. Listen very closely. I have a full lesson on my channel, lesliedrichardson.com. It will be coming out today. And you can download, you can look at it on my YouTube channel. Okay, that's it for today. Hopefully this blesses you. God bless you. If you don't know Jesus, say yes to Jesus. And if you said yes to Jesus, let me know. I'll help you. I'll disciple you. I'll show you how to walk in the truth and the power of the living God through the Holy Spirit, which is the Spirit of the living God. God bless you. Shalom.